Guys, welcome to the Bow Build second episode. So I put that spot hog on, the Fast Eddie, and coach says no go. So Josh talked me off the ledge, and so I really wanted to have a spot hog on one, and I just love a lot about the spot hog. But at the end of the day, coach said no. He said put the pro sight on. So I do like a 5-pin slider, and so here's coach telling you why.
Well, to truly adjust your axes correctly, there's only 1 or 2 sights on the market that you can actually shoot them in effectively, as opposed to set them with tools. And the pro sight has micro adjust rail, micro adjust third axis that you can actually sight in, as opposed to tool set in. And it's the right way to do it, and there's only a couple of sites that do that. So because of that, we're going away from the spot hog and putting this on here in its place, just specifically for that, because the type of environment that Dan hunts in and the situations that he gets in are steep angles, steep environments where those third axes are super important. And if you can't finitely adjust that, your left to rights will vary a little bit when you're shooting a 30-degree down angle shot or a 40-degree up angle shot, you know, really steep and deep stuff, which if you've ever been in North Idaho, it's steep and deep. It's pretty important. So because of that, we're going with this instead of the other.
Okay, so we slapped on this custom level. Got the vise set up to where the bubble's just barely touching this line, but looks good. Put the pro sight on, and then the very first thing we're gonna do is adjust the rail. What we did was we loosened the rails, threw that tool on. We're gonna match that bubble up with this bubble. So we're there. There. And so we're gonna use this guy right here to adjust that. So here we go. Okay, so we got the rail adjusted, second axis adjusted. We're gonna hold off on third axis till we can shoot outside, but we're gonna go ahead and shoot through paper. And we might, I should have probably tied my peep in very last. Might have to adjust something, but hopefully not. And we'll see how we're shooting through paper. And then maybe tomorrow, if I have time, I can do a third axis shooting outside. So that's where we're at. That's close.
It is pretty close.
A little tweakage. Okay, so we didn't get a perfect bullet hole, but we're close. So it looks like what these guys would say, point left. So what that means, you're gonna correct me if I'm wrong, but basically the arrow kind of went in at a slight angle. Hey, look at that one.
All right, so we were mounting Dan's quiver on here and decided to grab the elevated quiver mounting bracket, the tight spot cells, to allow you to use a dovetail style sight and still get the quiver low profile to the bow. As you look at it, we're about as close as you can get with the movement that occurs here without actually rubbing. But if we didn't add this bracket in here, we'd be all the way out here, and your bow would be more out of balance. And part of the allure to this quiver is how snug and tight it gets to the bow to keep the bow balanced. But you can't do that without this little fella right here that we just added to that setup. So that's what I would recommend anytime you're running a dovetail of any kind, whether it's a black gold or anybody else's. You got to add this little $20 bracket to your tight spot to make it work correctly. You're fine. That's all. There's no noise in the background.
I should have said something like, "Boy, this is a great archery shop."
Yeah.
They would know that's not true.
I've gone through it.
An ID on it.
There's money. There's money.
Oh, here we go. This is Daniel Staten. You left your wallet on the counter.
Yeah, I did.
I was going to pocket it, but I decided
Why?
not.
That's fine. You ain't gonna get far.
If you guys don't like this Daniel Staten, well, you could buy us lunch.
Aren't you guys retired? You should be buying. Oh.
Good comeback. Yeah. That's
Retired
why we don't
from
have no
retired.
money. Our
Okay,
employment
so
check's
you're-
gonna come in Thursday.